So I just want to do this video real quick because something just hit me, and it just really dawned on me that it's there has to be an agenda with this. So I did a video about this mom who was a mother of 5 children, and she had this on again, on off again boyfriend who I guess had raped her, and she decided not to press charges, and then she allowed and knew about this man raping her 16-year-old special needs daughter, which I thought, which if I sound kind of graspy is because I completely lost my mind on that video, and I began screaming and yelling because the more I thought about it, and the fact that I'm a father of two sons, and I know how I'm protective of them, and I know if I had a daughter, if I had a little girl, you know, how much more explosive I would be. And the fact of the matter is that you know, that child's that the father of that child probably is not even in the child's life and not even in the mother's life, clearly, and the fact that she knew about it and let it go, I lost my mind. So if I sound kind of graspy, if I sound kind of like, you know, I don't know, like tone low or something, that's why. It's because I OD'd on that video. But anyways, my main point of doing this video is the fact that I believe and wholeheartedly in my heart that there's a single mother agenda. Why do I say that? Well, I Googled I just typed in images of single mothers, and it came up on the computer with a whole bunch of different, put it this way, there was no negative comments about it. It was, oh, mom is so strong, and mom can do it all, and I'm thinking to myself, what type of dumb shit is that? There's no stronger household than a 2-parent household. Now, I understand that, you know, things happen and people get divorced and, you know, the love ain't there anymore and people have to move on. I get that. But at some point, when you have people who aren't even trying to get married, but their biggest concern is making sure that they have children before they have a settled household, there's a problem with that. And, you know, I believe wholeheartedly, because by nature, by my years of looking into certain things and it all tracing back to some type of governmental program, that I am 100% sure that there's an agenda to promote single moms as this alternative lifestyle. Just like you have people who are gay or transgender or bisexual, they try to push their lifestyle on people, and if you don't accept it, then you have the phobe. And so I do believe that this isn't a definitive agenda of pushing single moms. And the reason why I say this is because in that video that I did about the mom who let the guy rape her and then rape her daughter, is the fact that the judge came out and said, and I quote, "You are just as guilty as that man over there." Okay. So why the hell wasn't she going to jail? Why the hell is she still up there talking about, "I've searched my heart, Judge. I searched my heart"? Like, literally, this is what this bitch said. "I searched my heart, Judge," and the judge wasn't having none of it. That's not the only thing I really enjoyed about the whole video, was the judge got in her ass. What I did not what I did not enjoy about it was the fact that the black dude who did the deed is going to jail for life, but this bitch who allowed it to happen and knew about it wasn't like she just walked in and I didn't know this was going on. She knew about it. She was a victim of this dude raping her, and she forgave him, decided not to press charges, and then allowed him to proceed to rape her 16-year-old special needs daughter. Now you're gonna tell me there's not an agenda to push single motherhood because these bitches are stupid? So I just personally feel like there's a definitive agenda to take real men out of the house, because if you notice, they never make the lives of dudes who don't give a fuck about their kids difficult. As the men who do care about their children, who want to be in their lives, who want to be a dad, they make them have to go to 2 different courts, one for custody, one for child support, and they don't make it very easy, and they allow all the discretion to be in the mother's hands of when and how often the child can see the father. So this is something that I've just really kind of gotten into, and the more I get into it, the more I look into the child support system, the more I look into the whole custody support system, how these women can be so fucked up and still get their children back at the end of the day. Yeah, that really pisses me off, and by no stretch of the imagination am I referring to every single mom, but I am talking about a specific type of single mom, and I would hope that people who watch my videos have enough common sense to understand I'm not talking about every single mom. So if your mom was a single mom and she did the best that she could do and she made sure that you were safe and well taken care of, then clearly, obviously, I'm not talking about your mom. And when I make general statements, I'm talking about the majority, and the majority of single moms, majority of single black moms are just like this black mother who was in court trying to sit up there, cry and claim victimhood when she was part of the problem. And this leads me into another segue of why I think single motherhood, at least is an agenda pushed in the black community, is because they know that by nature these women are stubborn, the women are hard-headed. So if you give them a lot of power and the ability to have a control over a man and over a situation and over children, of course you're going to make it where the woman is never held accountable, because we need the woman out there continuously fucking up the community, especially the black community, by producing bastard children by dudes who don't give a damn and raising them up to not give a damn. Because why? You are then putting the man, the father, in the system, which makes the system money. You are now fucking up the child. Let's say they have a son, so you're now fucking up the son, because now the son is out of control because there's no father in the home. So then what do they say? Oh, he has ADHD and all these other acronyms they come up to say that kids have problems. So now you put the kid on medicine. Now his psychotropics is screwing his head up. So now he's out there doing the same stupid crap that his dad did. Now he's up in the system, making the system more money. It's a perpetual system. And then let's say they have a daughter. Well, see, now the daughter grows up, because the daughter's not going to go to jail. If she go to jail, they're going to let her right back out. Why? Because they need her back on the street to fuck up the community some more. So they're not going to put her in jail. They're going to say, okay, you go have some babies, and we're going to take care of you, and we're going to keep taking your boys, but we're going to leave your daughters to you. That's why you always see a gang of bitches in one house. You see the grandma, you see the mom, you see the daughter, then you see the granddaughter. Okay? Because they're not fucking with the girls, they're not fucking with the females like that. The court system has no use for the females. They have more use for the men. That's why they were saying back during the slavery times, when they was doing the Atlantic slave trade, they were taking more of the men than the women, because they wanted the men to work. The sub-Saharan slave trade with the Arabs, they took the women because they wanted the concubines. They wanted to have sex with the women. Okay, so that tells you right there that America off the bat was more interested in enslaving the men than dealing with the women. Yes, they raped the women too, but that was not the end. That was not the end all be all. The main goal was to have certain dudes procreate with a few women, which is why if women could produce a lot of children, they were very valuable on the slave plantation. And in actuality, they actually got more benefits. Oh, what did I just say? They actually got more benefits because they could produce more children, which could produce more slaves. It never changed. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring this up because I couldn't believe what I saw on Google, where I typed that in, and all of these praises of single moms. Now, the interesting thing that I did see when I did this, they didn't bring up any black women. So, essentially, what is Google trying to say? Only single moms that are worth a damn are white or non-black. You know, I'm going to say this and I'm going to end this video. I'm very blessed to be able to kind of see in between the lines of things and be able to read in between the lines. And that's just, I mean, I'm doing this kind of off the brain because I saw it and it just bothered me so much I had to just do a video. And so, it just bothered me. Why is there all this praise? But then I started scrolling down, and when I would see images of single moms, it was an Asian mom, it was a Hispanic mom. Occasionally, there was a black mother in there, but 95% of the pictures, I would say even higher, was of non-black women being single moms. And that should really say something. This video, me bringing this information to light, should really make, if a black woman is hearing this, as a single black woman is hearing this should really make, I was going to say your hair stand up, but it should make your hair stand up or make your weave stand up. Either way, it's troubling, and it's destroying the black community, and there's the definitive agenda. And like I said, it's the slave plantation all over again. The women who could produce the most children will then again produce most slaves, and especially the boys. So now the only difference is that instead of instead of having the boys on the plantation, we're gonna put the boys in a special holding cell and then send them off to prison to work for basically what slave wages were back 200 years ago, and then we're gonna incentivize the women to continuously keep participating in this kind of behavior. So, you know, like I said, it's an agenda. It's a definitive agenda, and I brought up just a few points. So I don't make the video too long. But at the end of the day, the responsibility is in your hands. You are aware of what the system is doing, so it's up to you to avoid the system at all costs. All right, peace.